and welcome back to another video. Now in this video, guys, we shall be discussing the Miami Dolphins, who in this season should be a playoff contender and possibly even an AFC East title contender. But it all depends on one person, and that is Tua. But with Tua and the Miami Dolphins, let's take a look at their season and let me give you my season predictions for the 2023 seasons for the Miami Dolphins. Week 1, they'll be facing the Los Angeles Chargers at home, away from home. And even though this could be a very tough game for the Miami Dolphins, I'm gonna have the Miami Dolphins losing in this game before heading back home to beat the New England Patriots. Then, surprisingly, getting a home loss against the Denver Broncos. I just think with the new coach and Sean Payne with Russell Wilson, that's just going to be a devastating factor for the AFC, but Miami will still come back. Then they're going back to play the Buffalo Bills. They're going to continue at home and play the Buffalo Bills, lose that game, but then they're going to get 2 straight home wins against the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers before taking another loss against the Philadelphia Eagles. And with 2 games left before the bye, they're going to head back home, play the New England Patriots, and the New England Patriots are going to pick up the win in this instance before they get on into the bye against the Kansas City Chiefs. This game will be taking place in Germany, and considering that Kansas City are defending Super Bowl champions, I would see this as an upset if Kansas City don't win this game. So I have Kansas City winning this game. Then they head into the bye. And coming off the bye, they're going to be facing the Oakland Raiders. The Oakland Raiders, I keep saying Oakland, geez. The Las Vegas Raiders are going to be an interesting one with Jimmy Garoppolo and seeing how he does with Devontae Adams, considering that they had Derek Carr last year. But in Week 11, the Dolphins are going to beat the Raiders. Then in Week 12, they're going to go head to New York and lose against the Jets before heading to Washington to beat the Washington Commanders. And then they're going to get 3 straight home wins against the Tennessee Titans, the New York Jets, and surprisingly, this one is going to be a very debatable one against the Dallas Cowboys. That means with 2 games left in the season, the Miami playoff hopes are up to Tua with Week 17 and Week 18. Week 17, they're going to be facing the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson and Odell Beckham Jr. if Odell can stay healthy. And in Week 17 at Baltimore, I have the Dolphins winning. And then it gets down to the final week. Week 18 against the Buffalo Bills at home. And I'm sorry, I just don't really believe in Tua. And the Miami Dolphins are going to lose this final game, which means at the end of the season for the Miami Dolphins, they will be finishing with a record of 9-8, going 2-4 against the division, 5-7 against the conference, 6-3 at home, 3-5 away, 3-7 versus winning teams, 6-1 versus losing teams, and versus playoff teams, they're going to be 3-7. And I just don't really see that. That means, based off the way I have all these predictions with different NFL teams, the Miami Dolphins will be finishing 10th, which is 3 spots off the playoffs. And I think at this point, this is the time that the Miami Dolphins will probably move off to Tagovailoa. But I want to know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments down below. Tell me if you think the Miami Dolphins really can make a playoff contention, or if Tua is just not going to be that guy and the Miami Dolphins will not make the playoffs this year.